Robert, welcome to the Redcon 1 HQ. How was your flight?
Good, it was great. Police officers and TSA agents love me, so normally flights are pretty easy.
Anything crazy happen?
No, airports are kind of a ghost town now, so it was pretty easy.
What do you think of the artwork here?
It's awesome. This looks like a place savages come to get work done.
Can you draw?
No, but I definitely like to pretend I can. I talk a lot of shit.
When did you first hear about Redcon 1?
I heard about Redcon when they first came out about 4 years ago, and they actually started to get really heavily involved in Strongman. So I've been aware for a long time, and Total War has been my favorite pre for years.
Can you play ping pong?
No, but I could try.
Let's see what you got.
I win! The greatest of all time, see?
So how do you feel about being on the same team with Adam Scher and Martin Ford?
Well, I think it's pretty necessary for me to be here. You got big and ugly, now you need strong and pretty.
Tell us more about Strong and Pretty.
Strong and pretty comes from a lot of my fans are trying to better themselves to lose weight or to get more fit, and a lot of them are bigger people. And I remember just constantly talking to my fans through private messages and stuff, and explaining to them, like, you know what, you're not just strong, you're strong and pretty. So it kind of just naturally came out when I was trying to give other people the confidence that it takes to believe in themselves in order to get better. I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick.
All right, cool.
Oh, you're coming. Okay.
So Robert, what do you prefer, the stall or the urinal?
Well, if you weren't here, I'd be using the urinal.
So Robert, what's the most awkward fan interaction you ever had?
Well, actually, I had a guy follow me into the bathroom, kind of like you did here, and it's happened a couple of times, but you know, you never really get used to a guy being weird in the bathroom with you.
So Robert, what's another funny story you have?
Well, actually, I was hanging out in Los Angeles at the Comedy Store, and I'd just gone to the restroom, washed my hands, and I turned around, there wasn't anything to dry them with, so I was just shake them dry and stepped out. When I walked out of the restroom, one of my favorite comedians of all time, Dave Chappelle, was standing right here. So I was like, oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. And I shook his hand, and he goes, yeah, thanks, man. Cool. So, Dave, if you're watching, it was water and soap, I promise. I was clean.
Are you claustrophobic at all?
No, not really. But I've never been buried alive, so I don't know before.
3. Are you scared of heights?
I am kind of scared of heights, yeah. But I've you know, tried to deal with it.
How do you feel looking at this glass right now?
This isn't bad. I've been to the top of the Burj Khalifa, and when you stand up there, you can feel the building shake, and they've got this little part where you can stick your arm out, and it's kind of hanging in the breeze. That's scary. For me, that's all right.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I'd say super strength, but I already got that, so maybe invisibility.
Fair enough. What would your superhero name be?
I'd have to steal my son's name and say Atlas. I think that's the perfect superhero name.
Nice, I like it.
Just a little picture of Dallas.
What's one of your favorite memories with Dallas?
I was in Birmingham, UK, and it was right after a hard cut for a photo shoot. So he and I had cheap breakfast that day, and we just sat there for like an hour and a half talking and just, you know, being silly and eating as many pancakes as we could fit in our mouths. So he was a cool guy, always fun, and always down to earth, you know. He's a good dude.
That's awesome. Here's one more strong and pretty, Aaron Singerman.
What's up, what's up?
You say so. You say so.
What's up, brothers? What's up, guys?
Hey fella.
How you doing?
Haven't seen you in a while.
Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
This actually reminds me of like maybe a couple years ago, I was hanging out with Goldberg, and he went to introduce me to Vince McMahon. Brought me in his office, looks a lot like this. And you know, the whole, like, Vince is like a terrifying guy, even though he's really little, and he's just scaring the crap out of us, talking to him and Triple H and Stephanie are all going off. And at the end of the conversation, Vince he's like, so Adam Shear tells me he's stronger than you. I was like, I guess that makes him a fucking liar, right? So that was the day I met Vince McMahon. So anyways, we're gonna keep going. See you guys later.
The best part of the story is in my office play Vince McMahon, and I don't care.
If you weren't a strong man, what would your dream career be?
I think I'd probably just go back to being a stripper.
Sounds interesting. What about wrestling? Did you ever want to be a professional wrestler?
Oh yeah, my whole life, my childhood, I always wanted to be a wrestler. All my heroes were wrestlers. It's just, it's one of the coolest things I always thought you could do as a kid. So
Robert, tell us about your childhood.
it's a lot different than most people expect. 10 siblings. I grew up, the first sport I ever really did was gymnastics. I was a tumbler. And ended up on the swim team, doing a bunch of other stuff like that. And you know, we were dirt poor, playing in the dirt all the time, that kind of stuff, barefoot Okie. And you know, it was wild, but it was fun. Parents were hippies, gypsies, and traveled around a lot. And I was kind of raised by my mom and my 5 sisters. So
I heard you're pretty good on the ice. Tell us about that.
yeah, actually, I played hockey for a while, and my sisters at the time were figure skating. So I actually had to compete. They needed a male partner for 2 of their shows, and I competed with them. And yes, I got first place in both of my figure skating competitions.
What's one of the craziest things you ate when you were a kid?
My dad used to make us eat peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches, and they are horrible. If you really want to torture yourself and know what it was like growing up with my family, go have a peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwich.
So we just want to know, what is Robert like? So super quick, Batman or Superman?
Punisher.
Simpsons or Family Guy?
Rick and Morty.
Whiskey or vodka?
Tequila.
Pepsi or Coke?
Coke Zero.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Neapolitan.
Boxers or briefs?
Nude all the time.
Cake or pie?
Oh, both.
Summer or winter?
Ooh, it's hard. That's a hard one. I'll say spring. Take it down the middle.
Blondes or brunettes?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Muscle cars or sports cars?
Muscle cars, American made, baby.
Snickers or Kit Kat?
Reese's.
Bench or squat?
Squat for life. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get some food in me. So why don't you get on it?